It was absolute mayhem in New York City on Thursday after a 22-year-old hostess at Carmine's, a well-known New York City restaurant, was attacked after she asked 3 women visiting from Texas for their vaccination cards. We should note that B&C does not have knowledge of all that led up to this altercation, but as of Monday, indoor diners in New York City had to begin showing proof of at least 1 vaccination shot. The hostess was reportedly punched in the face and the body, had her necklace broken, and had to go to the hospital. The 3 tourists were arrested and charged with assault and criminal mischief. All that as the FDA advisory panel announced today, they're not recommending COVID-19 booster shots for all Americans just yet. But they are recommending Pfizer's booster shot for those 65 and older and for those who are at high risk of severe disease. A final decision by the FDA is expected next week, but it's the CDC that will ultimately decide whether or not they should be administered. Joining me now to discuss is Sirius XM Radio host and political strategist, Clay Kane. So, Clay, this thing in New York with, the attacking the waitress, when we start to have the mandates, which I think we have to start having some mandates around who can do what. But what we're doing right now is putting these young, sometimes young, but almost always low-wage workers on the front line of the security of the enforcement arm of the mandates. How is this supposed to work and not have confrontation after confrontation? These are not trained law enforcement.
Yeah, I really saw this happening. I mean, first of all, to that 22-year-old who was assaulted, I hope she's okay. It looked really terrible. And I see this happening. Sadly, we have these people who are so entitled, who are caught up in what they feel like is their freedom. And they are putting other people's lives at risk, other people's safety at risk. I mean, when I saw this video of this young woman being attacked, I said, this is American entitlement at its highest level. You literally come from Texas, allegedly, and I'm assuming they aren't vaccinated, maybe they are, but I doubt it, and you're having a temper tantrum and you assault somebody because you can't sit inside without showing proof of vaccination. This can only get complicated, and I hope that for people who are on the front line serving people, that they have the proper people protecting them. Because I think we're going to only see this increasing when you look at, it's going to get colder in New York City. Broadway is now opening up, and we're going to see more travel and more tourism. And this is our quote unquote freedoms at work, bringing it from Texas to New York. So it's very disturbing.
Now let's stick on the from Texas portion of this, meaning the Biden administration has the power to mandate that anyone traveling interstate, plane, train, bus, whatever, has to be vaccinated to board those vehicles. And at those checkpoints, there is security that is not minimum wage person who is just trying to serve food. These are trained security people, and that is their job, right? So we could eliminate the idea that somebody from Texas shows up and they're not vaccinated, they're trying to get into a restaurant, by having these mandates on interstate travel. Why do you believe that the Biden administration has not moved that far yet?
Charles, we've spoken about this before, and I like President Biden. I like the administration. They've done some good things. But there is this thing about coddling the other side. There is this thing about making the other side comfortable. And I feel like Biden has done everything he could do to encourage people to get vaccinated. Now, people are complaining about a vaccine mandate in some jobs where they work. It really isn't a mandate unless you're a federal worker. If you're 100 employees or more, all you got to do is show a negative COVID test. So I want to see more. I am tired of these folks who are unvaccinated being coddled, just having a little slap on the wrist. And while other people are being hurt, it's this thing where it's outrageous me because you have other countries where Haiti has a less than 1% vaccination rate. Brazil, they're begging for the vaccine, and in countries in West Africa, they're begging for access to the vaccine. And you have people over here who are so in their privilege, so lucky in their privilege, they can say, I don't want to get vaccinated. I want to see the gauntlet go down and say this is unacceptable. In order for us to get through this together, we have to get vaccinated together. But there is this idea, we have to coddle them. At one point, West Virginia was offering them a gun raffle, and folks still weren't doing it. I have no sympathy left. I am exhausted.
You know, we're expected very soon to get a ruling or determination on whether or not the vaccines are safe for school-aged children. When that is clarified, and assuming that it is safe for those children, do you believe that schools should mandate that everyone in those schools be vaccinated for COVID?
I mean, personally, I do. I mean, when I went to school, I had to have tons of vaccines. That's what I had to do in order for me to get into school. I don't see that being anything new. I don't know any other way we can get through this without children being vaccinated. In Los Angeles County, you have to be vaccinated. There's no other way. And sadly, I think people are going to use this moment to have another temper tantrum. And when I see the reaction to saving our public health, I think to myself, is this freedom? Is this what our American freedom is about? That I have the freedom to be dumb and put your life at risk. So I think so. I think kids should be vaccinated when it's approved, because that's how it's always been. Imagine if there was this outrage over the polio vaccine. We would still have people walking in crutches right now. I mean, this is science. Vaccines save us. Vaccines help us. So for me, yes.
To be completely cravenly political and kind of cold about this whole situation, the longer people hold out and make a fuss and demand and resist being vaccinated and resist masks, and these numbers continue to rise, you will eventually get to a point where more people will have died under President Biden than died under President Trump. And in an election 2024, when Trump might be back on the ballot, that'll say something to those voters. Do you see just the cold politics of it? Not that that's the intention, but that's the cold political reality of what the numbers are going to say if we don't get this thing under control. How is that going to play out?
Oh, it's not going to play out well at all. COVID in the midterms, and with the re-election, with the midterms specifically, that's going to be a massive talking point. How did you handle COVID? What did you do with COVID? And if that wasn't done properly, that's going to be held against him. People have a short attention span. You know, we all know this started with Trump. We all know that patient zero was Trump. There was a virus in the White House. He was contagious in the White House, and he spread out a message of disinformation that is harming so many of us. Sadly, some pop stars this week put out some disinformation, but let me not get into all that. But that said, it will certainly harm him. That's why I say you have to go hard. You know, Biden, you know, Charles, Biden wants to be liked so much sometimes. And I'm like, you know what, sometimes forget being liked and just go hard and do what needs to be done. And we'll be with you.
Go hard or go home. Literally, go hard or go home. Clay Kane, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. Your Black History Moment is next.